What up, though? Yo, this week I want to talk about going on E. So I had a friend of mine and hopped in the car with him and we was riding and as soon as I got in the car I noticed that his gas tank was low and I'm like, yo, you need some gas, man. He like, don't worry about it, Vino, I know my car. I'm like, bruh, it's wintertime in Michigan. Like, you need to get some gas. I don't feel like pushing this car and I don't feel like walking. Bruh, chill. I know my car. So like as we riding, yo, my man is passing gas stations. I'm like, yo, there go a gas station right there. He's like, I don't like they gas, man. Like, no, I'm gonna go to my gas station. I'm like, oh my God, like, bro, if you don't get some gas, so finally we put into his favorite gas station. He like, I told you, I know my car. I said, man, I ain't never riding with this dude again, man. But I began to think about how a lot of us will push our cars till they go on E, but when it comes to ourselves, you know, we give up, we quit, we stop before the finish line. And I just want to share with y'all a story. When I was at the Mills, you know, I was at Glen Mills Schools. Of course, I ran distance track and I ran cross country, but in distance track, I ran the 800 meters, the 4x8, the 1600, and the 4x16. And I remember specifically in one race, you know, I had my coach, shout out to Rich Nicholas. Rich Nicholas was this old white guy, man, and he was kind of little, but he was a mean joker. As a matter of fact, I never remember seeing this dude smile. He always had this mean mug on his face, like. But anyway, I remember I was running in a meet in the 1600, and I remember on the last lap, I came up with all this energy. I'm like, I came up with the energy, and I'm, in the last 200 meters, I just took off, and I passed like 3 people. And I came across the finish line. I'm like, I'm feeling good. Like, whoo, I just smoked them boys. I just smoked like 3 people. So I go up to coach. Coach walk up to me. He like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I'm like, what you mean, coach? You just see me just smoke them last 3 fools? Just killed them dudes. He's like, but yeah. But you had all this energy. All that energy you had coming out. You're holding back. You're holding back. I need you to cross the finish line on E. And like my happiness and my joy went to just listening to him talk to me. And you know, coach, he ain't hold you up, man. He basically cussed me out, but in a good way. And I remember the next meet, he was on me. He like, yo, at the first lap, I need you to cross the line at this time. I need you to cross the line at like a 57, 58. You know, I need you to cross the next one at like a 56. And I'm thinking to myself like, man, you trying to kill me. But I remember running. I remember the race so vividly. And like on the last lap, I just hear coach like, go Brantley, go Brantley, go. And I'm thinking to myself like, yo, I got a whole lap. I'm like, go. But I'm like, you know what? Let's go. I just took off. Boom. So I get around the whole track. And like I'm coming up by the last 200 meters, I feel like I'm about to die. I'm like, and that's when he really starts screaming like, go Brantley, like go, let's go. Man, I'm coming down the last 200 meters. I feel like my heart was like about to come out of my throat. I remember coming down the last 100 meters and my hamstrings felt like rubber bands. I could barely feel them and I just felt like stopping. I had the ugly face. I was like, I remember it seemed like I was just running in slow-mo, but like I was just going my hardest. Like I was pushing myself the hardest I've ever pushed myself. And I remember coming across the finish line and like soon as I crossed it, I tripped and just fell like boom. So I'm just laying on the ground like, I had my eyes closed. I thought I was dead, y'all. And I just hear coach's voice and I look up and he's standing over me and he had this smirk on his face. That's the closest thing I ever seen to coach smiling. And then it went straight back into a meme mug. He was like, yeah, that's your best time. You shaved 10 seconds off your time. Good job. Then he like, get up. I need you to warm down. I'm like, what? You want me to warm down? Like I can't even stand right now. You to help me up. So I'm like, I remember jogging away, doing my little warm down, and I specifically remember after that day, I was just like, yo, it's something inside of you, and you have been holding back. it's something inside of you. And like I just felt like a beast. And I had just started running. And like from that moment on, nobody could beat me in practice. Nobody could beat me in practice. And I took every practice as a meet. And when I went out to meet and run against my competitors, like I went the hardest that I've ever went. And I don't even remember my time. But just that feeling of knowing that it's something inside of you and you can push yourself. When I crossed that finish line, I was on E. I'm talking about the handle was past the E sign. I was done. I had no more energy. I failed across the line. And I just relate that to a lot of other situations in my life. Glenn Mills has been gone, but it's times when I'm working out and I'm tired and I'm like, no, you can go. Give me one more. Give me one more. Or it's times that, you know, when I feel like quitting and I done got so many no's and I'm trying to get a job for 6 months and I done got so many no's and I'm ready to just quit and give up. And it's like, no, you got a couple more. You got a couple more in you. Or when I'm studying and I'm tired and I want to go to sleep and I'm just like, yo, go get some coffee, finish studying. Because your competition, they not giving up and they still going. And I just want to encourage people to just push yourself. It's a lot of us, man, we stop on a half tank of gas. We stop on a quarter tank of gas. I used to I wore this heart monitor when I was working out. And yo, I used to really feel like I was getting it, like every day. I'm pushing myself. And at the end, it'd say like I was only doing 65%. And I'm like, 65%? Yo, that felt like 90. But then I thought about it like, it's something inside of you, Vino. You know it is. It's something inside of you. You're not even going your hardest. So what I want to encourage people to do is that whatever it is that you're doing, go hard. Go your hard. I need you to finish on E. I need you to give it everything that you got. So at the end, you can say, I gave it all I got. And I guarantee, once you reach that point, it's going to take you to a new plateau. And you're going to be like, oh yeah, it's not as painful as it was when I started. I can go a little further. I can go a little further. I can empty out the tank. You feel me? So if you don't get anything from this, I just want to encourage you to go on E. Thank you for listening.